Is we live yet? Is we on? Oh, we live. We definitely live. Compton Rick Rock TV. All right, let's get it going. Get a few more people up in the chat. How everybody doing this morning? Before we start this, let's jump into this.
You're now watching Compton Rick Rock TV.
We got a good one, y'all. We're not going to wait for everybody to get up in here. We're going to start the show. I want y'all to check out this one. Prison Stories, Black Gangs Are Afraid of Mexican Gangs. Yeah, this one was slid across my desk. I seen Dubs, podcaster by the name of Dub, Hispanic guy. He spoke on this. You guys go check out his theory and what he had to say about it. But yeah, you guys can run all type of content. But when it comes to this type of content, this up my alley right here. This in my lane. I don't think that you're going to be able to get across with any shenanigans when it comes to this. So we're going to get to the content, then we're going to do our piece on it. Check out this, y'all. And tell me what y'all think in the comment section.
Now, me and some of the homies had a deep conversation. I said, man, only people that go against each other is the black gangs. Now, I can't speak what's going on the streets at the location. Even in the joint, we only have problem with each other. We are afraid of Latino and Mexican gangs. We can say what we want. There's gonna be some dudes on here that don't argue all day long with me. But I was in the joint. I did almost 20 years straight in the feds. And that go from the penitentiary to the medium highs. And one thing about it, when the MAs come, the Mexicans come, the brothers try to get out of the way. You only have so many brothers that would go hard. First thing they gonna say, man, I'm trying to go home, man. I ain't trying to get caught up in that. You only got so many riding and dying, and they're the ones that maybe doing natural life. But the MAs, we are scared of them. We are afraid of all the Mexican gangs. We can talk stuff. DC got to go against Ohio Black. DC got to go against Chicago. Chicago got to go against New York. But when they come down to Mexican, ain't nobody rolling against them, because you know, when those 7-8 soldiers come, them 7-8 soldiers come to put in the work. And you might have 2 or 3 blacks that are willing to go all the way. Because a lot of us ain't got a natural life sentence. And a lot of us ain't never actually put in work that gunplay. I mean, with the steel. So when they get up in there, we get scared. We never go against the essays. We are extremely scared of them, and we know they're well-tuned machines. We know they take care of their business. They work out, they train, they got a protocol, they stick together. We don't. Ohio don't like Michigan. Michigan don't like New York. New York don't like Chicago. New Jersey don't like Texas. They don't do that. If you come in, you're a sided Mexican, you're down with them. Now, if you're on the West Coast, it might be a different thing, because you got Sereno, the Northerner, the MAs, but when they just in the system in the Midwest, they rolling together, and they rolling hard, and they rolling deep. We as blacks are afraid of the Mexican gangs. Peace out.
All right, man. Excuse the noise. I don't know if y'all can hear the noise in the background. They out there doing the trimming, which is a good thing. Keep the property clean. Well, yeah, let's get to this, man. He's speaking about the federal institution. I haven't been to the federal prison, but the federal corrections, but I definitely been to state prison. And one thing about this social media, man, a lot of people nowadays get on here and they just say anything for shock value, anything for content. Now, I don't know where he been, because he's definitely speaking for himself. I don't see how anybody in the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, is scared of nobody. He said they got knives. Where y'all think they got the knives from? The same place they got their knives from, the blacks got their knives from. Now, don't get it twisted. I have seen a race ride go down, and I've seen blacks lay on their stomachs and lay down, didn't get involved, and I also seen Mexican inmates do the same thing. I don't believe that ain't nobody in the penitentiary scared of nobody. It's a respect thing. And just like they come with they knives and they soldiers, you got blacks that comes with they knives and they soldiers. I just seen the brother on Instagram with a sword. He didn't have a knife. He had a sword on a tier. I don't know who he was, where he got it from, but he had it. This dude is speaking for himself. This dude right here must have been in there with Fleece Johnson getting his cheeks tucked. Let's get to the comment section, man. Top of the morning, big homie. Top of the morning, y'all. We got Cool Boy Click. What's good, cuzzo? What up with it? Changing Lanes with James. Y'all go over there and follow Changing Lanes with James. He got some good content. I hear what's up, Rick Rock. Good morning. Top of the morning. Beezy, what it do? When what it do? Night Owl 23rd. Top of the morning to you, Compton Rick Rock. Top of the morning, love one. Reg Dog TV. I salute you, homeboy. Yeah, he must be speaking for himself, Reg Dog, because he definitely ain't speaking for everybody. Night Owl 23rd. Dubs just trying to keep some BS going. You know what? Dubs got his opinion. I know Dubs trying to, big up his card and big up his clicks, and it's all good. That's what everybody on here do. But at the same time, this dude right here, in my perspective, I think that he's just looking for clickbait. He's probably trying to get his channel booming, his channel popping, because ain't no blacks scared of ain't nobody in the penitentiary scared of nobody. For one, you don't get to the penitentiary being scared. Everybody that did some crimes, some violence to get up in there. Let's get going. Big Patrick, what's cracking, Brody? Much love and respect from Oklahoma City. Yeah, man. Big Patrick, what's up with it? All right, let's get going. Night Out, we not scared of no essay, but they are deeper than us, but we will get down with them. It ain't, you know what? Yeah, they deep. They are the deepest in there, but at the same time, it's still respect. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how deep you is, we gonna get cracking just like they gonna get cracking. This ain't even the start of nothing, but I just didn't like what this dude was saying. I didn't like how Dubs broke it down. Changing Lanes with James. He looking for views. He's definitely looking for views. Much love, Rick Rock. Much love to y'all, man. We gonna play this one more time for the people that just got in here, and we gonna let y'all see what y'all think about it. Let's get back to this for the people that just showed up. Let's go through this one more time.
Now, me and some of the homies had a deep conversation. I said, man, only people that go against each other is the black gangs. Now, I can't speak what's going on the streets of the location, even in the joint. We only have problem with each other. We are afraid of Latino and Mexican gangs. We can say what we want. There's going to be some dudes on here that don't argue all day long with me. But I was in the joint. I did almost 20 years straight in the feds. And that go from the penitentiary to the medium highs. And one thing about it, when the MAs come, the Mexicans come, the brothers try to get out of the way. You only have so many brothers that would go hard. First thing they gonna say, man, I'm trying to go home, man. I ain't trying to get caught up in that. You only got so many riding and dying, and they're the ones that maybe doing natural life. But the MAs, we are scared of them. We are afraid of all the Mexican gangs. We can talk stuff. DC got to go against Ohio black. DC got to go against Chicago. Chicago got to go against New York. But when they come out of the Mexican, ain't nobody rolling against them. Because when those 7-8 soldiers come, them 7-8 soldiers come to put in work. And you might have 2 or 3 blacks that are willing to go all the way. Because a lot of us ain't got a natural life sentence. And a lot of us ain't never actually put in work their gunplay. I mean, with their steel. So when they get up in there, we get scared. We never go against the essays. We are extremely scared of them, and we know they're well-tuned machines. We know they take care of their business. They work out, they train, they got a protocol, they stick together. We don't. Ohio don't like Michigan. Michigan don't like New York. New York don't like Chicago. New Jersey don't like Texas. They don't do that. If you come in, you're a solid Mexican, you're down with them. Now, if you're on the West Coast, it might be a different thing because you got Sereno, the Northerner, the MAs. But when they just in the system, in the Midwest, they rolling together, and they rolling hard, and they rolling deep. We, as blacks, are afraid of domestic gangs. Peace out.
Shut your bitch ass up. This dude right here is, I'm sitting here listening to this dude. This one of them niggas that used to come to the didn't come to the yard. Ryan go down. This the first nigga dropping the kite, letting the police know what happened. You was scared. This nigga was scared. This nigga's a butt. He was in there. I guarantee you, we find out what federal penitentiary, he was in there getting hit. My partner just called me the other day and he said, Rick Rock. Now, I know when I was in the pen, I didn't see none of this. When I was in the pen, it was a respect thing. But if you get out of line, we didn't care if you was 1,000 deep. It was going down. We was getting cracking. We didn't care about none of that. Just like they got their pistols, we got our pistols. And if we didn't have no pistols, I was taught you don't run for no knife. Because if you run from a knife and turn your back, that's when you're going to really get your ass toe up. You let him swing that knife. Sometimes you throw your arm out there, let him hit you in the arm. Grab that motherfucker. Grab his pistol from you. Fight his ass to death. Get cracking. If you got a good solid crew, y'all back to back. It's whoever, everybody that been there know how it go. We not running for no knives. We work out just like they work out. It's suckers like this that get on this internet and say dumb shit for views and keep bullshit going, keep him relevant. He must got to pay. He must about to lose his spot. He must ain't got no rent money. He trying to get that monetized money and get his money up. This dude right here saying some crazy shit, man. I could tell y'all a whole lot of stories about the penitentiary, and it's definitely ain't gonna be this one. Well, let's get to some other shit, man. I've seen some other things. Let's get out of here. Check out this. We're gonna jump straight into this Diddy stuff, man. This dude saying some real things. Yesterday we went against Diddy. We said all the jokes, clowning him, the baby oil, all of that, and we went against him. This is a guy that have his own theory, and it seems like, I'm not gonna say he's taking up for him, but what he's saying is making a lot of sense. We're gonna check this out. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like button. Let's get these likes up, man.
Are you surprised it came to this?
No, I said it was going to come to this. On my channel, I showed a show that I did a year ago where the title of it is Diddy Lawyer Up, right? Because I knew this was coming with all the Gene Squills and Mark Curry, Roger Bond, with all, these people all coming forth, telling these stories and giving these
paper trails?
Not paper trails. I mean, the dude Squill, he tried to create a paper trail that would get him in trouble. But more or less, these people came out on YouTube telling business to get Diddy in trouble, or was saying stuff that could get him in trouble. And I said, if these dudes keep talking like this, Diddy's gonna get indicted, because I've seen this before. It happened with R. Kelly. It's the same play from the R. Kelly
The
book.
conversation starts drumming up, and then just like public opinion kind of like overtakes the moment.
With R. Kelly, it was the surviving R. Kelly. Right. You had him in a relationship with.
Nah. We're gonna get back to the prison stuff, man, because I'm not, that ain't sitting right with me. Enough of this Diddy shit. We're gonna get back to that. Let me tell y'all the story, man. I believe I was 19 years old or 20 years old. I was at Centinela State Prison. When I walked on the yard, I seen a couple of cats that I was in juvenile hall with, and I seen a couple of older guys that I knew from the neighborhood. I believe one of my partners up in here, name is Reg from Carver Park. Reg is the one that laced me up, taught me the game of the pen, taught me how to move. But I was a young hothead. I used to fight and take off on anything that I felt was disrespect, because that's what I heard coming up as a youngster. You don't take no disrespect for nobody. So if you said the wrong thing, I was firing on you, getting cracking. I remember one time, me and Reg, he was my celly. We was going I had just came in the building. We was going to the showers one day, and all the essays, the Serenos had all the showers in the building that we was in. So I'm like, damn, homie, the blacks we ain't got no showers. He was like, nah, the essay, they got all the showers and we share this one with them. I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't sharing no showers, homie. I said, I don't know how these dudes up in here getting down, but we fit to get us a shower. So I pushed the line with the homie from Carver Park. We went and told them, hey, look, that shower right there and that shower right there on this side, that's the black shower. That shower on that side and that shower on that side, that's y'all showers. At first they was like, nah, we gonna keep the program how we had it. We was about to get out over them showers. At the end of the day, we end up getting the showers in the building. But before I got to that building, we didn't have no showers. And we pushed that line like we about to get these showers. All them blacks that was up in there that was sharing them showers and they had all the showers, we not doing that. So when they seen, it was like, whoever he is, he pushing the line. I was a youngster. Another time, me and the homie Sharky from PJ Watts, Lil Sharky, he changed his name. We in the cell. It's early in the morning. I hear loud music coming through the vent. So I bang on the vent. Boom, 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 boom. Dude upstairs, young SA dude. You know what I'm saying? He like, I say, hey, when your door open, come holler at me. Come downstairs and holler at me. So he like, all right. So when he came to my door, I'm like, look, homie, that music is early in the morning. That shit loud, bro. I'm like, that music loud is waking me up. I said, listen, I won't play, because I had loud music. I had the sound system, 3 Super 3s, y'all know the whole hookup if you've been to the pen. I'm like, look, I turn mine down at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? And I won't, wake you up. And, if you could do the same thing. He was like, hey, homie, I do what I want to do. No disrespect, but no, you can't tell me what to do. I'm like, all right, cool, for sure. So I told my city, I say, look, homie, I'm about to get off. Soon as this door open, I'm finna take flight. So I start putting my shit in the bag, start putting my stuff under the bunk. We cleared our lockers off, put our things up. I told the homie Coop from Pocket Hood, oh, he a G. Coop got his pants creased up, the 3 lines in his shirt, the shiny boots on it, everything shined up, the straight. If you was to see a gangster in prison and they said that, you would look at Coop as that guy with the super tough walk on. Coop had about some dubs on him, dub ones, big dude. I'm just a youngster at the time. Man, I tell Coop, I say, hey, Coop, I'm fit to take off. He like, what? Nah, homie, let me talk to they shot caller real quick before you just bust a move. Hold up. I said, man, F all that. When this dough get my dough cracked, I'm fit to get cracking. Coop did all the running around, taking his time to open the door up. So I tell another homie, hey, look, the homie from his name was Menace from Vivid Showline. He rest in peace. I say, hey, Menace, get my dough cracked, homie. Menace, get the dough cracked. Soon as the dough get cracked, I spot old boy, I get off on it. It get cracking. Now, I did see blacks lay on the ground. Blacks laid on the ground. Coop, the homie that I was telling y'all about, I looked up. Coop then was in his cell. When it was all said and done, I seen Coop peeking through the side of his door. I'm like, you bit, I was on him. So I did see a couple of blacks lay down. And I also seen a couple of Mexicans lay down. So all that, I'm telling you, if you been there, you been there. This dude trying to get clicks. I'm going to tell y'all another time. Another time I was at another joint. I get cracking. Dude said something foul. I get cracking. This one, my points drop. Points drop all the way down. I end up on a level 2. So when you on a level 2, you in the dorm setting. Couple of blacks up in there. Couple of essays up in there. Dude said something foul. I get off on him. Now, when I get off on him, yeah, the Mexicans did help him. 3 of them. 3 of them jumped in, helped him. I'm getting cracking. I'm looking at the blacks. The blacks laid in they bed. I'm talking about, I seen one dude pull his cover back, look what was going on, and pull his cover back over his head. I said, man, what kind of what is this? Didn't no blacks help. I had to tell one of the homies, like, what's happening, homie? One homie jump in, we get cracking, police came in there, break it up. So yes, I have seen it on both sides, but I ain't seen nobody just because they got knives and they work out and all that dudes are scared. Man, dudes, that was some sucker shit, man. I done been to the level 4 180, level 4 270 design, level 3 180, and I ain't never seen what he talking about. The feds must be, but that's when I was in there. We talking about 20 some years ago. You know what I'm saying? I went to the pen in what, 99? I was 19 years old. I got out when I was 27, stayed out 23 months, went back and did another 4 years. That's when I went to the level 2 yard because my points had dropped from being on the streets. So yeah, what he's saying is some BS, man. Ain't nobody up in there scared, man. You just got to have heart to sleep in the park, man. And y'all know what the park I'm talking about, Inglewood Cemetery Park. I don't know what this dude talking about. Crazy, man. Let's get to the chat, man. How can you get a t-shirt? These shirts ain't for sale right here, bro. But you can hit me on Instagram at Compton Rick Rock TV. Shoot me your info, and I'll definitely get a shirt to you. Now, when I was in the pen, that's just how it was. You had a whole lot of dudes up in there, leadership, whole lot of dudes that was solid. Now I get a phone call yesterday, and if y'all think I'm lying, I'm not. Let me call my partner right there. This gonna blow y'all away right here. In the pen, they doing some crazy stuff. Now watch this. Hello? What's cracking with it?
Oh, slow mo, cracking.
I got you on my live, so don't say nothing crazy. I'm gonna ask you about hey, what you say yesterday they got in the penitentiary now?
Oh, they said they got condoms in the day room.
Condoms in the day room. So I was telling them when we was in the pen, you got a black dude that's on here talking about blacks are scared of the Hispanics, the Mexicans, the Serenos in the penitentiary. You know,
That's bullshit.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that stupid shit. That motherfucker, he might be scared, but ain't no black scared of no Mexicans.
In the penitentiary, and it ain't like we disrespecting. I just said I'm looking at this shit like, man, this dude crazy. He done lost his mind, man. But yeah, man.
Let me explain something to you. We all warriors, man. We all warriors by nature, man. You know, we all ain't no motherfucker body scared of nobody. That's what's wrong with people. People always think it's somebody punks. Ain't nobody punks. We all soldiers. It's in our DNA. It's in our blood, man.
Right. What's the wildest thing you just seen up in there, as far as when it came to a ride or something?
The wildest thing, shit. It's natural, bro. It ain't too much wild. Shit. I'd have been in riots. You know what I'm saying? The wildest thing was me being in a Corker's shoe when they was setting up fights, and they was putting 2 blacks, 1 black on the yard with 2 white boys and 2 Mexicans, and you have to go out there and thump, and when you fighting, you got to be looking up at the gun tower, because the gunman up there trying to pop your ass upside the head with the black gun.
Right. They say they can't hear you that good. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I'm having a little difficulty. I'm gonna let you go real quick. Let me get back to this, and I'm gonna chop it up with you when I'm done with this. All right. Yeah, that's the homie, man. Yesterday he told me, he said, Rock. He said, man, they got condoms in the penitentiary, in the day room. Soon as you walk through the day room, they passing out condoms in the prison now. I said, they doing what? He said, man, they giving inmates condoms. And he said half the dudes that's up in there right now, when you walk by their cell, all their windows is covered up. So when they got their windows covered up, that mean they ain't doing that. They got the baby oil and the lube like P. Diddy up in there. Some of them on their phones, but then they're passing out rubbers, man. That's crazy, man. Zach Rias, what up, man? Yeah, I got to hook my Bluetooth up. I couldn't hook up the Bluetooth, so I was trying to go straight from the phone. Let's get to this, man. Let's jump off that and get to this, man.
Two women who parents was trying to get money out of him,
Right.
and when they couldn't get no more money out of him, then they created this whole facade about their daughters was being held captive and victims and pissing in buckets and he wasn't feeding them, and all of it was BS.
Right.
Because when the court came to, when the case went to court and all the evidence played out, it was all a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And being that all these civil suits came from all these different people trying to get money from him, that piled on to the civil suits became allegations for Homeland Security to go and grab these people and take all these people from these civil suits and sit them in front of a grand jury and got R. Kelly indicted. And we are seeing the same thing happen with Diddy right now. All this stuff led to Cassie getting the confidence, because if you read her lawsuit, she has Gene in her lawsuit.
What is she saying about Gene?
Some of the allegations that he made, she's referencing. You know what I'm saying? So now,
Like referencing the interviews?
yeah, referencing Gene's interview. I'm not victim shaming her.
Right.
But you was with him for 10 years. If this was going on for 10 years, at what point was you going to say, oh, I need to leave this relationship? Right?
Now, the pushback is going to be, a lot of times women do stay in abusive relationships just because of like the trauma.
Fear, trauma, all this bullshit, right? And I'm not saying it's all bullshit, but if Diddy was a broke nigga, would she have stayed? If Diddy wasn't famous, would she have stayed? If Diddy couldn't have do nothing for her career, would she have stayed?
I think it helped, but there are women that stay with gentlemen that aren't necessarily financially in position, and the abuse and the fear, those things do play a part though too.
What are the chances that Cassie, this pretty young girl with a promising career, would have stayed with Diddy if he had nothing to do for her? Because she left Ryan Leslie for him, right?
I was going to say
That's corporate climbing. What Ryan Leslie do to her for her to leave him? He was helping her with her career, right?
he was.
Okay. She left him for Diddy. Why?
Because I guess he was the bigger fish.
Okay. Now, let's not be stupid
Or
here.
we assume that, right?
Let's
we
not be
assume
stupid here, right? Ryan Leslie's just as talented as Diddy.
Yeah,
right? And probably not even more talented, because he can actually play and produce.
He does a different lane too,
Right,
the technology and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, once again, Cassie, I'm not saying you're not a victim, right? And I'm not saying he wasn't abusive. I'm just saying, I come from the era where I seen women prey on rappers to come up. Right. And then when they figured out rappers ain't have no money, they started moving over to ball players, like the Lalas with the Carmelo Anthonys, you know what I'm saying? And they come up, you know what I'm saying? And it's been going on for a long time. So excuse me if I don't have as much sympathy as everybody else, because I've been in situations where women will lie on you, you know what I'm saying? Out of spite or out of get back, you know what I'm saying? Now we dealing with a woman that Puff provided her with a trainer, and she started sleeping with the trainer and went as far as having 2 kids and married the trainer off of his dollar, right? But nobody's gonna look at it that way, right? So, no, I wasn't surprised that he was going to get locked up. I predicted this due to the fact that these dudes is going on the internet and talking about criminal activity, stuff that they know can get him locked up.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And
He's saying that people is going on the internet saying things that could be used against Diddy. Now, when they want you, we already know that they'll pay these people to make up these stories. Because one thing about us, let me tell you something about black people, man. Let me tell you one thing about us. We love to go against one another. We love to hate on each other. We hate to see the next person come up. And when you stop doing something for a person, that's when they turn on your ass. So yeah, I know he talking about the bodyguard. We had him on here yesterday. We don't know if them police didn't pay Gene, what his name, Gene Deal, Big Gene, whatever his name is. We don't know if they paid him to make up these stories and say these stories because they already knew they was about to come get this dude. So yeah, people is getting on the internet, not just in this case, on a lot of cases, on a lot of things. People is getting on the internet saying stuff, saying things. And I used to think like, why they doing this? That's dry snitching. But now I think further than that. I think these people are getting paid to do this. This is the new way. The internet has become the new way to tell on somebody. All you got to do is get on here, act like you're doing some content, say a little bit of this, say a little bit of that, and it's going to get used in court. And they're going to say, man, it was just content. Yeah, but that's what's getting people locked up.
They took that, the Southern District of New York, and they took that along with all these other people that came forth. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to see everybody that's, for the most part, that's going to be, that testified in the grand jury are all the civil cases.
Covered.
So they built this case off the civil cases. This is why it goes back to just 2009. 2008, 2009, when he started dating Cassie. That's it.
Now, it's not statute of limitation though?
I don't know what the statute of limitations are, but to me, it's a domestic violence case, right? The statute of limitations for probably assault may be up, but they charge him with racketeering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they charging him with conspiracy. So no, there's no statute.
Did you always hear about these freak-offs? Because that seems to be the headline for him.
Freak-offs came out in more
recent time.
Recently. That was coined, that phrase was coined maybe in Cassie's civil lawsuit, I believe.
Right.
You know, so were there, I call them the after parties.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Is there parties in the industry where, you know, you go to the award show and then you bring your family and everybody to the after party, right. And then there's the party where only the celebrities in the elite club or the gay boule people go to, because if you're not with that lifestyle, then you have no business being.
But $1,000 bottles of baby oil, that seems to be an after party after that you just named. It's like,
bro, they said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I don't know if that's true, false. I
never knew that you could having 1,000 bottles of baby oil in lube was a case. Him kicking Cassie was a domestic violence case. When they want you, they gonna come and get you. They gonna trump all these charges, but the first thing they gotta do first, before they could do anything, is get your own people to go against you. Now, we know that Diddy ain't no angel, and we know that he did a whole lot of freaky stuff. He ain't touch no kids. They ain't said nothing about him touching no kids. He ain't raped nobody. They ain't said nothing about that. But everything that was going on, people knew what was going on when you went to these Diddy parties.
Baby oil is not a fucking crime. That's not 1,000 grams of cocaine. That's not 1,000 bricks. There's nothing illegal about baby oil.
It seems that they may have video evidence of this baby oil being used.
How?
Because they said he was filming this stuff.
Okay, but can you kill somebody with baby oil?
Okay, so great point, right? I do think it was interesting that they're trying to put certain conversation out there in terms of the press, by even CNN report about freak-offs in the detail that they did. Is this like
Bro,
a plot
bro.
to kind of embarrass him?
Listen, you could have had a threesome, a foursome, a fivesome. He could have had.
The money. What's that name? D Money Ali Rock. You got the topic about Mexicans. You got a title it about Diddy. It's about Diddy. Well, you missed it. You missed it. So when this is over, you go back and rewind it, and you will see about the Mexicans. But this is where Diddy is going. Diddy is fit to go right up in there with the Mexicans. So he gonna have to fight them, and he gonna have to tell his story about him running with the knife. So you already missed it. So rewind the video and go on back about the Mexicans and the blacks in jail. Right now we on Diddy because that's what Diddy fit to go up in there. All this coincide with each other. That's where he going. Usher and Bieber, he touched, allegedly.
Had a tinsel, right? Those are our personal preferences and our sexuality. That's not a crime, bro. If Diddy is this super freak nigga that loves to have sex with baby oil all over the place, where's the crime in that? We could go to Amsterdam right now and fuck all day and not go to jail for it. And the police could be standing right there and watch us go right in the room and have sex with every chick on the goddamn block. And we will not go to jail, right? And that will be our personal preference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as I get my motherfucking shit up every door I go in, that's all that matters, right? That would be my personal preference.
Okay.
Right? But that's not a crime. Now, Diddy being a freak, it's his personal preference. That's not a crime. You called the escort service.
Right.
They got a business.
Right.
How the fuck are you pimping them?
Because at this point,
Their employer is pimping them.
and then I'm leveraging them.
No, I'm hiring them for a service.
Okay.
That's it. R. Kelly wasn't selling pussy,
Okay.
was he? Those was his girlfriends,
Understood.
right? So if his sexual pleasure, right, is having two girlfriends and they having sex with him and other people
Yeah,
get involved.
he's in a voyeur thing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, why did they let Hugh Hefner go to his grave? Where was it the crime in Hugh Hefner?
That's right.
That nigga had a house full of women and called it the Playboy Mansion. And all the celebrities went there. And you think they wasn't fucking in the Playboy Mansion?
Right.
Why he go to jail? Why he didn't go to jail? Why did he get indicted? R. Kelly, all he tried to do was be Hugh Hefner. He's in jail 30 years in New York, 20.
No, they got R. Kelly wasn't trying to be Hugh Hefner. He wasn't trying to be Hugh Hefner. R. Kelly was trying to be Peter Pan. He was over there playing with them kids, man, and peeing on kids. They had him on video. R. Kelly wasn't trying to be Hugh Hefner.
in Chicago for the sex tape, but 30 years in New York because his girlfriends, he was sex trafficking his girlfriends. How was he sex trafficking his girlfriends?
Right.
He wasn't bringing them around and selling them to Jay-Z and D'Angelo and you get what I'm saying?
Understood.
So, same thing with Diddy. This whole case is built around Cassie, one woman.
As far as that incident that we all saw.
What other women is he sex trafficking in that case?
Well, I was going to try to skim through the document, the indictment.
Yeah, good. But
So what's your position? You're not defending him, are you?
fuck no, hell
Okay.
no, I'm not defending him.
You're more so what? Standing up for the right?
I'm just saying that if this is dangerous
Okay.
for men, right?
Okay.
Because if you tricking on women, that shit can become a RICO, right? You, my girl, we sleeping with each other. I fly you anywhere. Now I'm sex trafficking. What the fuck?
Got you.
That's my girl. Cassie's my girl. Yeah, I might have punched her. I might have kicked her. That's domestic violence.
But
right?
I think the sex. We're gonna read
Sex
it.
trafficking. You saying sex trafficking? I'm sex trafficking with her, right? Because I'm hiring sex workers, going through an agency, right? hiring these sex workers for me and her to freak off with. I'm sex trafficking. I'm not making her sell her body to nobody. So where am I sex trafficking? I'm not a pimp. If I'm a crackhead, and I go buy crack from a dealer,
Right.
am I a drug trafficker?
You buy it in bulk? What you buy it in bulk? Like a large amount of crack?
If I'm a abuser, an addict, I'm addicted to sex, and I'm purchasing sex, am I a distributor of sex?
If now you're having other people engage in that sex that you ordered. I think that's what they're saying.
So if I'm a crackhead,
Yep.
and I have a crack party, and everybody can come to my house and smoke crack,
Yep.
do that make me a crack distributor?
In the case that this is how I'm interpreting it, I would say yes, because now you're leveraging the access to crack to benefit your relationships with those people. He just leveraged it like.
So I don't get no money from none of these people, and they come in my house, and everybody getting high, and
Bay Gibson. I'm from the Bay Area, and I had a K55870 and walked off 12 flat. I'm from East Oakland, and we was never scared of no race. Yeah, you're right, Bay Gibson. My number was P46519, so I came in right after you. And back then, we don't recall none of that, man. It was respect up in that joint. I'm gonna switch it off a little bit. I put these two clips together, the Mexicans, the blacks, the race thing, and then put this one up in there because Diddy going up in there with him, so he gonna be able to tell his story on the blacks and the Mexicans real soon, and he gonna have his stories about how he's running from knives and baby oil because he gonna be on that PC yard. He ain't going to no general population, but yeah, nobody was scared at all, man. Especially back then. If you was a black and you got caught running in a riot, a race riot, and we seen you running, you could definitely believe your ass was getting rolled up off that yard by we gonna either kick your ass off or stab your ass off. You was getting up off that yard if we seen you running. Point blank, period. And let me tell you something, man. What's his name? Dubs was trying to make it seem like, yeah, man, the homies, you know, they already know when we come and steal it up. And dude, we come and steal it up. We don't even need no knives. We gonna have them, but we not running, and nobody is running for no knife in no penitentiary. You're gonna have to sneak attack. We gonna get cracking. Yeah, we gonna get few cats gonna get bust on, but we gonna handle our business. Does on their trip, and I respect his opinion, but he was putting a 10 on it. And let me tell you what happened after the race riot. This is what happened. They get tired of being up in that cell because they're gonna have them on lockdown for 90 days. You're gonna be on lockdown for 90 days. You might be on lockdown for 6 months. I done been on lockdown for a whole year where they didn't let the yard. I was at Corcoran. They didn't let us out for a whole year. Dude went up in there. I went up in there like this. Bald head came out with a big old afro and the beard like bigger than Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna get tired of being up in that cell. The black Mac reps, the Mexican Mac reps, the other Mac reps, and everybody else, they gonna all go in the program office. They gonna have a meeting and they gonna say, we gonna get along. So after that, they gonna all get along because they gonna want to come outside. They gonna want their packages. They gonna want to go to store. So ain't nobody up in there tough. Where you gonna go? And the same place the SAs get their knives from is the same place the blacks getting theirs from. Anything we could find that we could peel off and sharpen up, we gonna have them. Damn, whole year on lockdown. Yeah, man, some dudes do longer than that on lockdown. I was the only TR this night out. I was the only TRG on a level 3 yard at Centinela State Prison, but no one touched me. Yeah, I was at What year you was at Centinela? I was up there 99. I think I left Centinela in probably 2000, 2001. And I was getting cracking everywhere we went. You said the wrong thing. It was on. Yep, whole year on lockdown. Let's get here. Changing lanes with James. Back on this one right here. Them girls in R. Kelly case, mother needs to be in jail as well. They all in the same gang at the level of entertainment. That's true. Hoops and Amy. No, he can't justify R. Kelly. He going too far. Yeah, he going too far with the R. Kelly. R. Kelly, he did. Puff Daddy with P. Diddy was just freaky, man. R. Kelly was a real animal, man.
I didn't charge nobody to get high. I'm a dealer?
Technically, no, but overall, I think they're trying to.
So where's Puff selling pussy?
It's at the house. So this is how we're gonna read the indictment.
Where is he selling? Where is the exchange for him, the financial gain, and him having an orgy? If that's the case, allegedly, right?
Right.
So I throw a party.
Yes.
I hire some sex workers to come and entertain the party, right?
Yes.
Just like I hired waitresses, right?
Yes.
To serve people fucking drinks. Just like I hired a chef to cook food for everybody.
Right. Then you film this.
Right?
You film this.
Okay.
And then you hold.
Where is the trafficking?
Well, you and I don't know how in depth he got with that. The bringing them in.
I read the indictment.
Okay.
You don't speak for me. Where's the trafficking with one girl?
I'm gonna read it, a part of it throughout the conversation.
So you think that it is cool, or it is legal for you to have a relationship with a woman? Let's just say you met her in California, right? Better yet, you just went on a trip somewhere. Say you met somebody on your trip somewhere, wherever you was, right? And you came back here, and y'all exchanged numbers there.
Right.
And now she called you and y'all feeling each other. If you fly her in over here and y'all have sex, and she go back home, are you cool with that being, you being able to be charged with sex trafficking?
Of course not.
That's what we're dealing with.
Because you must be referencing directly about Cassie being considered that she was sex trafficked.
The fact that he went different places with her and they had sex and they was having threesomes, fivesomes, freak-offs, whatever it is, is now considered sex trafficking, and that is his woman.
I understand that. I get that part. I wasn't referring to like necessarily the Cassie incident. I was thinking about the workers. And I'm going to read, sex trafficking is a human trafficking for the purpose of sexual exploitation. It has been called a form of modern slavery because of the ways victims are forced into sexual acts non-consensually.
Okay, now non-consensually. She was in a relationship with 10 years with him. Non-consensually means she would have forced him to have the freak-offs, right? He would have forced her to do it. If he was forcing her to have these freak-offs, right? Then that means that would be rape on the part of the sex workers. Because if she don't want to do it and the man still sleeps with her, that's rape. Correct?
It would have to be a form of rape.
Hell yeah! Because she's not consenting.
Right.
So if she's having consensual sex with him.
Yeah, enough of that. We're gonna get out of here, but before we go, we're going to get back to this, man. We're going to get back to this for the people that didn't see it, that's asking about it. I'm going to let y'all check this out. Here you go right here again. This is what the thumbnail was about. This is what the topic about. So let's get at it. But I want to, Eric Garcia, all respects. Neighbors was black. Used to greet them with respect and same. But the tension over misunderstanding is different. Other than that, all respect. All right, let's get to it, y'all.
Now, me and some of the homies had a deep conversation. I said, man, only people that go against each other is the black gangs. Now, I can't speak what's going on the streets of the location, even in the joint. We don't even have problem with each other. We are afraid of Latino and Mexican gangs. We can say what we want. There's going to be some dudes on here that don't argue all day long with me. But I was in the joint. I did almost 20 years straight in the feds. And that goes from the penitentiary to the medium highs. And one thing about it, when the MAs come, the Mexicans come, the brothers try to get out of the way. You only have so many brothers that would go hard. First thing they going to say, man, I'm trying to go home, man. I ain't trying to get caught up in that. You only got so many riding down, and they're the ones that maybe doing natural life. But them MAs, we are scared of them. We are afraid of all the Mexican gangs. We can talk stuff. DC got to go against Ohio Black. DC got to go against Chicago. Chicago got to go against New York. But when they come out of Mexican, ain't nobody rolling against them. Because you know, when those 7-8 soldiers come, them 7-8 soldiers come to put in the work. And you might have 2 or 3 blacks that are willing to go all the way. Because a lot of us ain't got a natural life sentence. And a lot of us ain't never actually put in work their gunplay. I mean, with their steel. So when they get up in there, we get scared. We never go against the essays. We are extremely scared of them, and we know they're well-tuned machines. We know they take care of their business. They work out, they train, they got a protocol, they stick together. We don't. Ohio don't like Michigan. Michigan don't like New York. New York don't like Chicago. New Jersey don't like Texas. They don't do that. If you come in, you're a solid Mexican, you're down with them. Now, if you're on the West Coast, it might be a different thing because you got Sereno, the Northerner, the MAs. But when they just in the system, in the Midwest, they rolling together and they rolling hard and they rolling deep. We, as blacks, are afraid of the Mexican gangs. Peace out.
We're going to leave it at that, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV.
You're now watching Compton Rick Rock TV.
Respect to everybody in the chat, man. I send my wishes and praises to y'all, man. Hope y'all have a blessed day today, man. And hopefully all is well with y'all, man. Thank everybody for showing up. Nobody in the penitentiary is scared, man. Nobody in the federal penitentiary is scared. The Mexicans not scared. The blacks not scared. The others not scared. Nobody is scared, man. Everybody is there to do their time. And sometimes when it go up, it goes up. Feds is totally different from the state. I don't care where you at. I'm not fit to sit up here and agree with nobody saying blacks is scared of nobody. We ain't scared of nothing, and we not scared of nobody. We gonna handle our business just like everybody else gonna handle they business. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, man. You know, if it go down, it go down. Just don't run out, because if you run out, you're gonna get rolled up. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we out here.